Yo, lately me and my Discord community have found some really cool hiding spots that I'm going to be showing you in this video. Some of these spots are genuinely mind-blowing, so be sure to stick around to the end. We're also going to be bringing back the morality meter since you guys seemed to like that last time. With the intro out of the way, these are the 10 coolest hide and seek spots in Super Mario Odyssey. Our first spot is found in Wooded Kingdom, and it's our only spot that requires a specific outfit. Hiding here is really simple, all you have to do is ledge grab. Now once you actually know where the spot is, it doesn't seem that good, but Mario blends in here really well, and I think this is worth a shot. If for whatever reason you need to escape, you can easily take the rocket, or what works for me is just to take the Koopa free running route since I know that I can do it quickly. However, you can do whatever you feel most confident in. One other thing I'd like to mention is that if you're feeling extra immoral, you can also clip into this. I doubt that it would be allowed, but I still wanted to mention it. Next up, we're headed to Lake Kingdom. Even though this kingdom is relatively small, there are still a lot of cool spots. For this one, you're going to want to head down to the zipper sub area. Here we can do a trick jump to get down to the bottom section more quickly, where we can take the pipe back up. Now we can drop down this big zipper, then open the smaller one, but not completely. By doing this, you can stand on the partially open zipper, which if you didn't know appears to be untouched on other people's perspectives. I thought this was a really creative spot, and the only way that you'd get found is if someone decided to capture the zipper that you're standing on instead of jumping down normally, but no one ever does this, so you should be good. My favorite part about this spot is actually the different escape routes that you can take. For the first one, all you need to do is jump down and roll into the pipe. This one isn't super great because the pipe is too slow. Our second option is to jump up and go back to the main area, where you can actually capture the zipper through the wall to get back to the entrance of the sub area. At this point, you could either leave the sub area or do the jump again that we did at the start. This last route is only for the hardest of hardcore gamers, but if you're up for it, you can do a vault from this platform all the way back around to the start of the sub area. When you think good hide and seek kingdoms, Lost really isn't the first one to come to mind, but lately it's grown on me a little. I mean, it's better than Cap. Okay, anyway, this spot is a bit risky since what you need to do is get on top of this tree. Now once you're up here, you need to inch your way into the poison, but be really careful because if you get too close, it will kill you. You can get pretty far in without dying, you just have to pay attention to when the poison is moving up and down. The poison covers you really well here, and I think this is one of the better Lost Kingdom spots. The best escape route is probably just to go toward the top of the kingdom and lose the secrets and glide on, but I mean, you can't get very far in this kingdom anyway. This is our first debatably immoral spot of the video, but I think this is fine because it's glitch free. After entering the sub area, you want to roll forward as you normally would, but then as soon as the dino spawns, you have to do a 180 and jump back to the starting platform. Now that you're here, you can walk back up to this edge where all you can see is void. Void is actually great for us because it means that now we can ledge grab where the floor once was. This is a bit cheap since the only thing visible is Mario's little sausage fingers, but I thought it was a creative way of hiding inside of a block, and I do think the spot itself is pretty good. The only way you can really go to escape is back out of the sub area, where you can do some fancy pole shenanigans and take this wire to the top of the tower. From this point you can basically get anywhere in the kingdom, so you should be set. We've got a new Pokeo spot for all you Pokeo haters. To get to this spot you need to bring the Pokeo up this wall, across this rooftop, and then over to this door. Once you're here you can climb the wall to get above the door, where you can poke into the support beam that extends down from the ceiling. By positioning the Pokeo in a certain way you can completely cover yourself, making this a very solid spot. In this area the camera is actually locked, meaning that the only way you'd be seen is if someone spots you from below, but since gamers don't look up you should be totally safe. Since you're directly above a sub area, escaping from this spot should be free, not to mention that you're high up, meaning that you can vector down to numerous other spots. We're only halfway through the video and the remaining spots are all in Moon Kingdom. The main reason the Moon Kingdom is so good is Moon Cave. The way it's laid out just allows for so many good wall jump spots along with other unique spots like this one that I'm about to show you. If you take a bonsai bill over to this set of blocks, you can do a vertical trick jump that I shamelessly needed somebody else's footage to show. Big shout out to Made for Mario for sending me this clip. If you can pull this off in a round of hide and seek, then I think you just win. If for whatever reason you need an escape, you can take the bonsai bill to the start of Moon Cave, or you can take it literally anywhere else. I don't think it matters in this spot anyway. This next spot is actually not in the Moon Cave, it's in the Sphinx room. Now you're probably thinking, what? There's nowhere to hide in the Sphinx room. That's what I used to think, but I'm a changed man. It turns out that you can actually stand on this wall in certain spots. By going to this specific section of the wall, you can actually get high enough to get fully out of frame, and since the camera is locked, you're virtually undetectable. The only reason that this spot isn't like impossible is because your shadow is still visible. However, I honestly don't think that anyone will notice the shadow. I mean, who's going to be thinking that there might be somebody standing on the wall? The only direction that you have to run is the door, but once again, I don't even think this spot needs an escape to be good. This spot is pretty risky since it's out in the open, but I think with a little bit of luck it can be really good. To get to this spot, you're going to want to jump down below this arch and then line yourself up with this rock. From my experience, diving into the wall makes this way easier. Just make sure not to roll off the rock whenever you land. Even though this spot is out in the open, you're so far down and the arch covers you up well enough that I don't think it matters too much. I don't think that you can escape from here. I mean, maybe with a perfect backflip, but as far as I can tell, you're stuck. For this next one, you're going to want to head back into the Moon Cave because we have a new wall jump spot under the arena. There are probably tons of these that haven't been found yet, but I like this one because it's one of the more relatively accessible ones. All you have to do is vault into this general direction and you'll make it easily. There are advantages and disadvantages to wall jump spots since yes, there is a chance that they could hear you if they jump down, but they won't actually know where you are since they can't see you unless they actually find the specific crevice that you're in. Unfortunately, this spot does not have a way to escape, but that's to be expected from most wall jumping spots. Our last spot of the video is, you guessed it, in Moon Cave. For this one, you do actually have to defeat Madame Brood, which is a bit annoying, but it does also mean that the Seekers have to defeat her too. After an easy fight, bring Mario up to the front face of the arena, and then jump down directly forward, but not too far, because as soon as you pass the overhang, you need to cap bounce below this gap. The biggest advantage that this wall jump spot has over the other ones below the arena is that you can actually escape from it. Since you're so close to the lower section, you can easily slide out of the gap and down to where you can either run through the Moon Cave backwards or take the wire back up. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check out my other hide and seek videos because I have tons more of these. Once again, thank you to everyone who sent in spots. If you have any cool spots of your own that you'd like to share, my Discord server will be in the description. That's all I've got for now. See you in the next one.